Quick PSA before I lay down to sleep. hmm hmm Um, it's Tuesday. Still, it is still Tuesday. Whenever you're listening to this video, wishing everybody had a great day though. Um, PSA. I really don't have nothing to say. I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Just checking on y'all, wishing everybody's mindset is okay. Check on people's mental every day, baby, every day. Check on people's mental every day. Start asking people, are they okay? Before y'all go to work, before you go to church, before you start your day, to make sure first and foremost that you are okay. Okay. Um, it's really not a lot to say. The lions are waking every day, so the sheep stay asleep or whatever. Eventually, everybody will get it together. Okay. Wishing everybody did have a great day. Um, like I said, I'm fixing to go ahead and lay it on down for the night. A lot of stuff is going on that's not in our sight. And it's all right. A lot of these people, they just want to fight. It just, all they want to do is fight. But it's a lot going on, though. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Right now, um, toxic stuff is just being put down. No, seriously, toxic stuff is just being put down. Like, seriously, you don't need to continue to go around and go around. You know what I was thinking about earlier today? I'm like, when you're little, remember when they say the tooth fairy come your way and they take your tooth away and then they pay you? It's a lot of just tricky stuff that, they have taught us. And I don't trust a lot of I'm saying the trust is there, but it's just not everywhere. You feel me? Like, do you feel what I'm saying? Like, I trust you like as far as I can see you and shit. And ooh, I can't put no lot of trust in that. No lot of trust. What I said. Listen, the trust is kind of like dead. Seriously, you know how people do, and then they want you to still trust them too. It's mm-mm. I'm just saying. Um, that's how it is, kind of like in this land. People be straying you away, and then they want you to come back and say what, babe? I don't know. That's why I say that's the list of a lot of toxic stuff that's about to go. As we grow, we got to grow different stuff now. Instead of the regular stuff that y'all been, yeah, putting around. No, see, it's time to grow differently. It's time to grow up off of, a lot of people that taught us didn't really know a lot of stuff. No, seriously, they didn't know a lot of stuff. They didn't. And then they taught us, and then we didn't know a lot of stuff. But it's okay to learn, to unlearn, and then to relearn. I mean, whenever it's your turn, baby. I mean, you want to relearn whenever it's your turn. You don't want to take everything that you have learned because I'm telling you, they didn't teach us that they didn't teach us they didn't teach us the right things. Everything was not right. You know. That's why I say as we continue to grow, because we have to grow up. You do. Even sometimes you don't want to. Like, I wish I could stay with mom and them boo, and they take care of everything like they do. But you have to grow up too. Seriously, people, it's time to grow up. It really is. And especially, and only if you want to live. Just basically, if you want to continue to live and get that life that God promised us twice. He did. He promised us a different life than what, y'all have tried to give us. And me myself, I'm ready for some different kind of stuff. People don't trust that things are gonna be all right and stuff like that because of the shit that keeps coming back. You see what I'm saying? But it's not gonna be like that. I promise you, it's not gonna be like that. God promises it's not gonna be like. God made a lot of promises. God make promises that God keeps. A lot of y'all be sleep. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sleep. And then y'all make promises that you can't keep. Maybe that's a song. I think that's one that's on. Promise, never make a promise that I can't keep. Something like that. Somebody might want to play that back. Like, seriously. People have made a lot of promises and stuff. That's why I say don't even make no more promises to us. Promise yourself some stuff. Promise yourself that you're going to grow and you're going to learn Hell, because you want to know. That's the only reason why people really learn, though, because they really want to know. I feel like these children that, people are forcing them to go to school and shit. I don't think they should be forced to actually do that because you can learn yourself. You can teach yourself too. I mean, you ain't got to go listen to somebody else that really don't even know you because that kind of goes with the problem too. I'm serious. You go listen to people that, like, what? I'm serious. Some of these kids, I'm telling you, this is something else that has been hid. That some of these kids, um, they be like shit. No, I'm serious. They be like, how if you gonna tell me when you ain't right? But see how we was taught. It's our fault if we get caught talking to a older person or something like that. But I'm telling y'all now, I know a lot of these kids that got good common sense. They do, and it's it is what we was taught. We taught that we should obey the elders and shit. But what if they is fucking sick? You know what I'm saying? It's tradition, condition type stuff. That was actually taught to us. Cause I don't trust older people and stuff that put a lot on us. I just don't trust them. I don't. And they want us to be respectful and yes ma'am, no ma'am. A lot of them kids, a lot of y'all kids don't say yes ma'am and no ma'am no more. That's how the disrespect go. And we don't want to be disrespected no more. Like yes ma'am, I even still say that. And sometimes I be saying it as a joke, matter of fact. Like some people you don't be saying you supposed to say yes ma'am. I just said just because I like to say yes ma'am and yes. And you know what? Let me tell you something else. You know, people love no, they don't want to identify themselves, but they want to identify somebody else. Let me show you an example. You at work, right? You call your boss and stuff like that. You call them by their, I guess their first names, matter of fact, or do you call them Mr. and Mrs. Can they and Mr. and all? Okay, what they call you? That's what I'm saying. The equality, boo. It's the equality that's around this world too, and it's gonna have to be like equal between me and you. I'm serious. If I call you, if I give you that respect, and I don't be trying to look at the race and shit. I try to give everybody that respect. Like yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yeah, yeah, like that. But when you don't get that shit back, like some of these kids, they will say yes, ma'am. I be like, no, don't say yes, man. Especially if they're older. Like the younger ones, yeah. But the older ones, I'm like, don't do that there. I mean, yes, it's fine. Not yeah and no and now and no. Do you know I slap all y'all talking about some damn now and no and yeah and no? No, baby, it's just like I said. Some the shit that we was taught now is dead. And what they said, these kids saying they don't want to, be like y'all taught me. You know what I'm saying? These children don't want to be. They don't. Mm-mm. They don't. They don't. And I think if you give these kids what they want, and because y'all don't get what you want, and you don't want the kids to get it either. But I feel like you shouldn't act like Judas and Peter down here. I don't think you should do the children, like that. Let them have their own mindsets. And everybody ain't where everybody right now supposed to be. Even if you look at the adults and shit, and how damn toxic an adult can get, then hey, give these kids a little, lenience and shit. I'm saying give them a little lenience, baby, because you can't make them come to these schools and they got to follow all the rules or they going to get powdered or sent home too. But what is anybody can do with you? Grown folks. No, I'm talking to the grown folks, the older folks and the ones that think it's a joke. But when these little children bring the smoke, I'm saying these children be smoking. I'm saying like really bringing smoking shit. But do you ever think that maybe you people got a lot to do with it? I'm just asking, baby. I'd like to ask questions and talk and figure shit out instead of acting like I don't know nothing about. I don't know what you talking about, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of this type of stuff. It just goes on a lot of places in the land. And what I'm saying, God ain't playing with you, man. God ain't playing. And like I said, if you want to be standing, you got to realize that God ain't playing. Now, people might play all day, but I'm telling you, God don't play that way. God do not condone no bullshit. God ain't doing all that. No, no. And that's why I'm like, what is y'all trying to do it for? I just like asking questions. That's all. And they say, like another thing we was taught back in the day, you don't question God. You don't question God. No, you can't question a fucking fraud. You can always question God. You ask God any question, I guarantee. Well, that's how God do me. Answer gonna come eventually. I'm serious. Listen, you say, God, if it's from you, show me a purple cow, boo, and what's gonna show up to? If it's from God, boo, you gonna see a damn purple cow too. I'm telling you, child, it's been a while, but I think y'all need to get to go know God now. I just think y'all do. And you know what God really is, boo? God is that love that you have within you. And it's got to be real too. You know, a lot of y'all be showing that fake love and shit. Oh, I just love you because you got the kids. Oh, no. You know, that really don't be no love, y'all. That's people mindset small. You know, our ancestors and stuff, they stayed and shit. Oh, God, we got children out this bitch. Y'all stop this shit. Because it's kind of making God sick. Because God got children out this bitch, and y'all don't give a fuck about that. So stop. Don't use your kids for nothing. Don't use your kids for nothing, baby. It don't pay. I mean, I know that's what they say, but I promise you, it really don't pay. Don't use your kids that way. If you're gonna put anything, put it on your damn self today. No, put it on yourself. Put it on. Don't just stop putting it on everybody else. Because let me tell you, unless somebody got a gun to your head, and I feel like if you really scared, that's what they said. If you really scared, go to the police station. That's go crazy, man. I'm talking about. Eventually, y'all just gotta figure it out. That's what God talking about right now. That's why a lot of stuff going on in the background, you know. And God be protecting us from stuff and people. If you ever got rejected, it's the trust. It is. It's the rejection because that's God's protection for a lot of us. You know, sometimes we want some stuff that's really not for us. And God be like, no, like I don't even want to have to tell you no more. But if you want to go, and God let you go and do what you want to, because God is not going to force anything upon you. Not none of y'all be trying to force. I got to force these rules. You got to follow. No. You know, we don't like to be forced. We just like to just go slow. Just go slow, baby. We ain't gotta force it, and we ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. Especially with God being where God is at. You ain't even gotta do that. Mm-mm. And that's why I said now God is talking back. God is like, let me show you the facts. God gonna show everybody the fact. Everybody gonna get a chance to see it, baby. Everybody, you ain't got to break your neck and do all that. God gonna show you where everything's at, baby. So um, y'all take it kind of slow now. You ain't gotta go fast and all that shit. You ain't gotta do no what is it? Get rich quick schemes either, because I know it's get rich and quick and y'all stop that. Cause you know a lot of those people they gotta get their shit back. So y'all please stop that. Because the children gonna be like, where is our shit at? No, somebody gonna have to get the children shit take it too. I mean it's funny, but I guess it's not funny to you. That's why I say just watch what you do, and if you do, then it'll be funny to you too. It's what I do, baby. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep, the peace down here. They say we're gonna have a peaceful place. People can sit out, don't have to be scared to show their face. People can sit out on their porch, leave their door open and shit. You ain't gotta worry about nobody running up in that bitch. I mean that type of shit. Oh yeah, we finna get it. And like I said, hey, y'all hit it, but yeah, we finna get it. We finna get that peace that we want. The justice that y'all don't. They don't want us to have justice. I said we should probably make another justice because we got the justice system and then we got the just us system. And sometimes it's just us. It ain't no justice. Difference, baby. It's a big difference between justice and just us. And I trust, well, right now, just us. I'm saying, I just trust us. I don't trust all that justice stuff because I don't feel like y'all for us. I just don't feel it in my spirit. Everything is a spiritual thing. And it starts off in what you bring. That's what makes it a spiritual thing. How your spirit is. Do you or do you not really want to live? How your spirit is, baby. Everything is the spirit. And God is that too. That's why I say, watch them kind of spirits that can get up on you. I'm sure they can get up on you and ride your back and be like, Is that why you acting like that? No, serious, because sometimes you get to acting a certain way. You be like, what the fuck then came this way? But if you stay, no, I'm serious, if you stay, then you're going to continue to act that damn way. That's all I'm trying to say. If you stay, you're going to continue to act that way. And do you want somebody to act like that to you today? Just listen, these is questions that, oh, you can't act. Yes, you can. Be like, God, why am I not acting like a man? No, I'm saying that what y'all can be saying. And God will tell you why you're not acting like a man or why yeah, you're not acting like a woman too. I'm just saying God will just tell you. Eventually He will, boo. So ask the questions as you go. Okay? You ain't got to act like you already know. And everything, I guess you could say everybody ain't really slow. You know, people just be acting like they don't want to know. But baby, it's okay to ask questions though. Don't. They taught us before. But yeah, go and let that go. You can ask questions as many as you want to, though. Many, many. Ask some questions, baby. Ask God, though. Don't go ask another slow hoe. No, ask God, though. Right, go ask God, baby. Ask God. God, if you can hear me, can you send me a sign? And be specific so you won't be dying. I'm serious, like a sign not of a heart attack. Be like, oh God, did you send me that? No, I'm serious. You never know, especially if you never talked with God before. You never know. So kind of take it slow. Take it slow. I know y'all quick to get some shit, but kind of take that, kind of slick. Take it slick, baby. Slow, slick and slow go. So yeah, slow. Could take it slow. Well, I guess that's what y'all need to know before I lay down and go to sleep and pray that my soul, yes, God do keep. That's all you want. It's all, your soul, not your clothes and shit. That's why when you die, you can't take none of that. You got to leave it wherever it's at, and then guess who coming back to get it? The same people that was trying to get it before you passed. So that's something else to think about with your smart ass. When you pass, you can't take it with you. Don't worry about it, baby. We ain't gonna do too much worrying while we sleep. That's another thing. If you worrying when you lay down, get what? You're gonna be worried when you get up. So that's why I say before you lay down, get rid of all them worries and stuff. And don't don't be trying to send them over here to us, cause we ain't worried about you. I'm saying we ain't worried about you. But yeah, y'all keep it, up there. I'm saying, you want to go up there, don't you? Okay. Well, keep it up there. Because when you go down below, it don't be fair. I mean, that's what y'all going to say out there. This ain't fair. This ain't fair. But remember, you went down there. Okay. Now, I ain't got nothing to say, baby. I'm finna to lay my ass down to sleep and pray. Yeah, this soul you keep. Not you keep, you ain't that deep, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I'm finna go ahead and like y'all have a great day or night. And like I said, it ain't no fight. God already making it right. Good night, baby.